What's up, comic book fans? This is TB Comics coming at you again in the month of February, and I have, I would say, a medium stack of comics to show you. And just like a big comic book banquet, I'm going to let you feast your eyes on these lovely front covers. So let's get stuck in, shall we? We're going to head over to Dark Horse Comics. Ooh, that makes a change. I don't normally buy much from Dark Horse. And we have, I believe, Tinyan's new project. We have A True Weird Story. And he is starting off with The Jersey Devil. And the comic is actually called Let This One Be a Devil. Ooh. And anyway, front cover, we have a devil. He is cradling or cuddling or maybe even massaging our main protagonist. Hopefully he's our main protagonist. Yes, so, I often find myself being cuddled by devils, quite often. And they're actually quite good at massages, truth be told. But yeah, really nice cover. Do like the artwork. We've got a nice flora of skulls. Not sure too much what this is about, apart from it being about the Jersey Devil. Don't know if it's going to be a 4-parter, 6-parter. I'm going to make the assumption it's going to be probably 4 parts if Tynyan wants to do more folklore tales. So he's probably going to keep them short and sweet. But who knows? Who cares? Me, because I bought it, obviously, and probably the rest of the creative team. But anyway, can't wait to get stuck into this at some point. And just be forewarned, it is quite a glossy front cover. It's not your normal sort of cardstock. It's got a sheen to it. So if there's any imperfections, they might stand out a bit, and it's going to be very, very hard to press those. So just bear that in mind, will you? Just a little bit of comic book advice for you. Anyway, let's head over to EC Comics and Oni Press for Epitaphs of the Abyss. Oh, I'm going to go back to that one quickly. That is cover A coming from Kowaleski, by the way. So, yeah. Anyway, EC Comics, Epitaphs from the Abyss. This is issue number 8. Not sure how many issues it's going to go up to. I'm going to guess 12, but it might be a continuing run. I believe it's been doing really, really well. I've been enjoying it. Haven't read any of the epitaphs yet, but I have read Cruel Universe. Like those, nice short stories, as all of these are. And obviously we've got Cruel Kingdom, and I believe there's a vampire series coming out as well on the EC/Oni Press label. But anyway, I've got cover A coming from Lee Bermejo because I love his artwork, and we've got this poor guy. He goes to a tattoo parlour, gets a snake tattoo, but it looks like they've actually implanted a real snake into his flesh, and it's starting to come out of his eyeball, eh? That's one crazy and quite dangerous tattoo parlour. So be careful when you go to tattoo parlours, because they might implant animals into your flesh while you're asleep. Because obviously you sleep while you're having a tattoo done. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Oh, gotta get up. Oh, getting a dead leg. It's what happens when you crouch on the floor. You get to my ripe old age. We're going to head over to IDW Comics, and we have Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, issue number 5. And I was lucky enough to get another copy of the R1 1 in 25 cover. Very, very nice. We've got our 2 bears fighting on this one. I'm going to assume they're fighting, but it might be a bit of bear sexy time. You never know what those bears get up to in the woods. Dirty little blighters. Very nice storybook cover, and that is obviously R1, and that is coming from Riley Rossimo. I also managed, because I'm quite greedy like that, to pick up issue number 6 of the R1 1 in 25 cover. I do like this cover. I love all these storybook covers. I think I got I did. I got issue number 1 graded of the storybook cover. Very, very nice. So many variants as well, especially for issue number 1. But anyway, going back to this one, we've got our main protagonist, or is she an antagonist? Well, I'd read the story and you'll know, but if you have read the story, then you'll know what it's about. I really, really enjoyed Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Highly recommended comic book. Yeah, so we've got our main protagonist. Looks like being stalked by some... Looks a bit like a weasel or a rat. I know who it is, but I'm not going to give you any spoilers. No spoilers, don't worry, not unless I'm doing an actual comic book review. But yeah, well worth it. Get it if you haven't. Next up, we're going to head over to Boom Studios for In Bloom on Boom, and this is issue number 3, and we've got the creative teams such as Michael W. Conrad and John J. Pearson on that one, and that is, I want to say, cover B, come from Stenbeck, so thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Stenbeck. I do like this cover, very nice. We've got a skull with some plant life or flora or fungi or whatever you want to call it popping out. Hopefully this person wasn't alive when that happened, but you never know. I think this has got vibes from that TV series where people turn into like mutating mushroomy people. Can't remember what it's called. I think there was a game about it, probably on one of those rubbish consoles like the PlayStation or something like that. But yeah, can't wait to get stuck into this. Heard good things, so fingers crossed it'll be a banger, McGuffner. Next up, we're going to head over... all these are actually Image Comics now, so we're going to stick with Image Comics. And I managed to pick up a nice... I want to say ashcan, but I don't think it's actually an ashcan. I think they just class it as a PX preview. That is the San Diego Comic-Con PX preview from Jeff Lemire, and it's Jeff Lemire's creation. Jeff Lemire is very good at tugging on your heartstrings. It's a bit of a tearjerker. Boo-hoo. Yeah, really nice. Really enjoyed this one. Quite thick, thicker than your normal standard comic. You know, you sort of... it's that sort of in between a trade paperback and a comic style variant. But yeah, really nice, well worth a read. We've got our main character there. I believe she's called Franny. And we've got also our other main character there who has been turned into this weird mutant fly thing, a fish fly. I don't think we get fish flies over here in the UK. Or we might call them something like mayflies. Maybe that's what they are. If you know, please tell me in the comments. It's always good to get a bit of insect information. Yeah, but yeah, if you haven't read this and you like Jeff Lemire, go ahead and read it. I believe he's about to do Absolute Flash as well, which should be quite interesting. I'll be picking that up anyway. Next up, we're going to head over to The Holy Roller out on Image Comics, and this is the end of The Holy Roller. This is issue number 9. We've got the creative team such as Andy Samberg, Joe Troman, Rick Remender, Roland Bosch, and Mourinho Dinicio. We've got our bowling ball wielding protagonist, I believe. I haven't read any of these yet, so I'm going to get stuck into these soon. We've got our Hitler type character there, or maybe it actually is Hitler. I'm not sure about the book. I know there's neo-Nazis, and this guy smashes him in the face with his bowling ball. What a good weapon of choice, eh? A bowling ball. Get a good swing on that. And he's got his weird sort of Guyver, the Dark Hero style outfit, as you do. Picked up a variant. I believe that's 1 in 10, maybe 1 in 15. I'm going to go with 1 in 10, but correct me if I'm wrong. Same creative team, just a different front cover. Got our main character there, looking quite happy with himself, even though he's been smashed to bits. Cradling his bloody bowling ball, as you do. Missing a few teeth, looking battered and bruised. Hopefully he comes out of this A-OK. But we shall see once I've read it. Next up, we have got, or I have got for you, World 3, issue number 13. This comes from Tynion, Blanco, Belair, and Bidica. We've got our main character on the front. Can't remember what she's called, so I'm just going to call her Leslie for the time being until I've started reading these. I believe this is now the second arc. We're about two issues in. Yeah, I think 2 issues into the second arc. We've got our main character there, covered in blood, as always. You know, I wouldn't want to cuddle her. She'd get all sticky. Maybe she likes to, like, drench herself in blood so she can turn into a giant scab and pick it off while she's bored. It looks like she's in some sort of asylum or maybe a hospital. And we've got a character there, you know. Maybe she's taken her out on a little midnight stroll, maybe to buy some shoes and some socks. She's looking a bit chilly. And this hospital, you know, doesn't look like it's been well maintained unless this person's broken her out and killed everyone in the asylum or the hospital. Need to clean up the floors there as well a bit. You know, that's a tripping hazard. Should be some yellow signs up, you know. Someone's going to have a lawsuit on their hands. But I also picked up, just checking my notes, yep, that's that one. I also picked up a nice cover there, a variant, and that is coming from, I want to say that's coming from, that is the Anuita Citria variant, so that would be cover D there. And then I also picked up the very nice, that is cover C from Michael Gaydos. Do like these covers, always like the World Tree covers. Yeah, the artwork is spectacular. I've got a nice glitching artwork there. She's got 2 different coloured eyes. That's got a special name, like chromato eyes or something. Not really, I'm joking there. It has got a special name though. Nice little drop on her blood. Looks like she's gazing up to the stars. Hopefully it's not just her head and she's had that lopped off. I forgot to say actually as well that holy roll of the cover there is actually coming from Harper Jayton as well. So thank you very much, Harper Jayton, on that one. Anyway, back to World Tree. Yes, the Michael Gaydos cover there, very nice. Looks like she's maybe swimming in a pool of crystal clear water, and there's her reflection. She means business. She's holding her gun. Maybe she's just striking a pose for a front cover of a magazine. Maybe she's voguing or something, or cosmopolitaning. Who knows? But yeah, can't wait to get stuck into these. I'll probably wait until the second arc is finished actually, and then I've got a nice big bulk, just like I did with Something Is Killing the Children. I haven't read any of those yet, and I'm like onto like nearly issue 41, so that's going to be a good bit of bedtime reading. And last but not least, I was very, very happy and very, very lucky, I would say, to get my hands on a nice Virgin variant of Bug Wars. Issue number 1. Ooh, a Bug War. That is cover F, coming from Peach Momoko. It is the 1 in 100 variant, and really nice artwork on this. I do like some of Peach's artwork. Got some sort of weird creature. I'm going to assume that she is maybe half bug, half human, and she's just going into her cocoon phase. Maybe she might turn into a pretty little butterfly once she's emerged. She's got some moisture drops there. Maybe it's a saliva help to bind her cocoon. But she's got no clothes on. You know, she might be a bit cold. So let's hope she wraps up well, warm for the winter. But yeah, really nice. Comic book fun fact for you as well. It's possibly not true, but it is a comic book fun fact. That did you know the first ever comics that were made were created by the Egyptians, and we know them as hieroglyphics. A lot of archaeologists think that they're like, written words to the pharaohs and to the kings, like King Tut and Tutankhamun, but they're actually the earliest ever comic books. So, you know, if you actually go to Egypt and you have a look, you're actually looking at the first ever comic books written in stone. So, yeah, fun fact, possibly not true. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you have. And to all my followers, I really appreciate it. Please comment down below if you have anything constructive to say. And if you don't, take your words somewhere else, eh? No one wants to hear them. Anyway, ta-ta for now.